I'm Beverly Hills, and this is the Revive Zone. And so I want to use this video to go over some of the like self care things that I've come to realize or that I do for myself over my lifetime. So if you have you ever wondered why you like you especially with melanated people, right? Have you ever noticed why your knuckles are darker than the rest of your hand? Okay. For well, one, because usually the skin is, it's concentrated there, so it's a little darker because there's just more pigment in that area. But really, this is the real issue why it's like that. Is because have you ever realized that when you like take a shower, you take a bath, you don't actually wash your hands. Like you don't take the towel and actually do like this with your hands like you do your arms and the rest of your body. No, we kind of like rely on the fact that the soap and the water's on our hands, so therefore they're clean, and they may be clean, but it doesn't deal with the built up dead skin that accumulates inside in the knuckle area. Okay, and so when anything dies, it turns darker, right? So when that skin builds up in the knuckles, in the areas, the crevices of that skin, then it gets darker and darker. That's why you will find some where it's really hard, like calloused, because it's built up dead skin. So if you want to clear that up, it's just simple. Just be mindful that when you are in the shower or you're in the bathtub, literally soap up the towel and take the towel and literally go in and clean and wash each knuckle area. And if you do that every day, if you take 2 showers or 2 baths a day, if you do that twice a day for the next 7 days, you will see the difference. You'll be amazed. Like, oh, my hands are all the same color. Okay, so that's one of the tips that I have realized over the years. Because also, like if you like laugh lines, okay, you know how you see that they're deep in the line, in the skin, deep in the skin. The reason why they're deep in there is because, again, it's built up dead skin cells. If you could take a microscope and actually look in the cracks of that skin right there, the crevice of that skin, you will see this built up, I mean, a huge layer of built up dead skin cells. And as that layer builds up, it causes that the skin to crease even deeper, and it goes deeper into your skin. So when you start exfoliating that out of there, then those lines disappear, that and the skin is able to come to the surface, and then you don't have that deep crevice in there. Okay. And of course the line is there because that's when we talk. It's just naturally there. But if you don't actually get those dead skin cells out of there, then it will create a line, and then it'll start to look like a dark line there. Look like your face is pieced together. And so that's one of the things I realized years and years ago. Another one of the things, okay? Excuse me. And also, so if you're like a person that has, if you have like, you break out here on your chest, and you break out the top of your back up here, and you have pimples and breakouts there, that's because there are a lot of oil glands in those areas. Okay. And when I was about 16 years old, right? And I was in beauty school at the time, because I went to beauty school when I was in high school. Okay, it was at the vocational school, right? So and so I was always observant of what would happen, of I've always been observant of myself, okay, my body and all of that, how I feel, how my body responds to things, right? And in fact, I had a doctor tell me one time that I was too in tune to my body. Like, I don't know how that's possible, but anyway. So, but my skin, my chest area was broken out, really like pimples, just everywhere, right? Like my face was broken out, right? And my back up here was broken out, and I couldn't figure out why. So I decided to, well, as I took a shower, like the next couple of times, I decided to just pay attention to how I was washing my body. And what I realized I was doing or not doing, I realized that I was just kind of like missing over that area. The soap would hit it almost like you're with your hands. You don't wash your hands because you think because the soap and water is on them that they're actually getting clean, and they may be getting clean, but it's not actually exfoliating anything. It's not cleaning that surface off really well of the dead skin cells and the built up grime. And so, I realized that I was just kind of like missing that area, even though water and soap was there. So I started scrubbing it every day, intentionally scrubbing it, that area. And within 1 week, well, first I seen the results of it in like the next two days, right? But then, and within 1 week, it started clearing up. And since that, from that day to the time I was about 16 years old, my chest area, my back area was not broken out. So if you have that issue, it's because there are a lot of oil glands there, and it has the same effect, as in your face. So if you notice, if you do have those breakouts, and you will notice that they're the same type of breakouts that you have in your face, your facial area. Okay, so that's the way to solve that. All right. And if that doesn't do it, that's at the very least, that's the first place to begin. Okay. Um, Also, if that doesn't do it, you can check my website out. I have products there that will help exfoliate and will also help to pull the toxins out of the area. Okay. Also, my oatmeal facial mask, you can use that on your face. You can use it all over your whole body. Okay. So if you have breakouts there, you can also put mask in that area. Treat it just like you treat your skin, your facial area. Okay. And it will respond the same way. You can also put mask on your hands, mask on your feet, mask all over your whole body, and it has the same effect as it does on your face. Okay, so that's another tip I wanted to share with you, and so I'll come back with some more. Okay, that's all I can come up with right now. But hopefully you enjoy the videos, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. All right, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day or evening. Bye bye.